Yes, it is, as a matter of fact. Hey, good afternoon, softball fans, and welcome out to Holy Savior Menard here, the site of the defending Select Division 4 state champions. They are starting out in a big way. The Sulphur Lady Tours make their way down here. I am Doug Gann with 446 Sports. It is the Pelican Softball Report, and we are delighted to bring you action all season long. The dash for Frasch starts right now. Also, don't forget, we will be working our way towards our Pelican State Rising Stars All-Star Softball games. That's coming up May 26th and 27th. And, man, if this is any indication of how it's going to be tough. We have seen in the first 2 days of the season just a lot of great play. So keep it right here. If you've not followed what we do, make sure you go over to our Facebook page at 446sports.com or 446 Sports on our Facebook page, and you will see just all of the recaps and things that we're posting up there. Hello to the 500 or 600 new followers that we've had over the first couple of days of the season. Man, it is exciting. Let's take a look at the starting lineup that Sulphur will put on for you here. Starting at second base, wearing number 21, that is Mariah Davis, playing center field, batting second. She wears number 15, and that is Brooke Stoddard. Batting third, wearing number 11, she's behind the dish, that is Charlie Kyle. In the circle today for Sulphur, and we saw her warming up. She's going to bring it today. It's number 23. Ella Ezekiel is in the circle, batting fifth, wearing number 5. Is Aubrey Thompson, Aubree, Aubrey Thompson. She is at first base, batting sixth, wearing number 22. Malia Navarre, she will be the shortstop today for Sulphur, batting seventh, wearing number 14. The designated player tonight, that is Maggie McNamara. There you go. Look, it's early for me, too. Playing right field, batting eighth, wearing number 25, is Claire Courtney. Batting ninth, playing at third base, wears number 2, and that is Riley Trahan, Rhylee, Riley Trahan. And the flex player tonight, she will play in left field and wear number 1. That is Viviana Manuel. So there you have the starting lineup for the Sulphur Lady Tours, and we will look at the starting lineup. They'll announce it here momentarily, but it is familiar from the start of the lineup. Now, it's hard to believe we're talking about senior Sawyer Shelton will patrol center field and lead off and wear number 18. Belle Drago is in left field, where we saw her all of last year. She wears number 12 and bats second. Emma Davis has taken over at shortstop for Sophie Giordano. Sophie Giordano and Amelie Lyons, the two seniors that departed from this squad. Sophie Giordano is gone to UL, and Emma Davis, who just was the most outstanding player of the state championship tournament, moves over to shortstop. Third base is Kenzie Lyles, and we've seen her there. No longer a middle schooler. She is actually a freshman now. She wears number 9, does Kenzie Lyles. Batting fifth and behind the dish, it is... Sorry about that. Had something in. Kate Perotti comes in there. Batting, she'll bat fifth. We saw her come along last year swinging the bat, and good to see what she does. Addie Wright has moved over to second base. You saw her at first base all year last year and did a tremendous job there. Kaylee Methvin is in the circle for Coach Brad Turney, and what a star she was. All-State a year ago and pitched the Lady Eagles to the state championship. She wears number 13 and bats seventh. Designated player tonight, batting eighth, is number 23, and that is Abby Fingleton. Abby Fingleton will be the designated player and batting ninth, playing first base. Moving over to first base, that is number 4, Adeline Ledette. We saw her come in and play 2 or 3 times last year, and several times last year, out in right field, getting the start out there is the flex, number 3, Parker Nalbandian. So that is the starting lineup. They're finishing things up at home plate. Get a look at head coach Brad Turney of the Menard Eagles, Coach Brooke David of the Sulphur Lady Tours, and a big shout out to those folks down in Sulphur. We know there are a lot that are tuning in and watching along, so we're delighted that you're doing that. Couldn't do anything that we do without you guys watching in. This is the Pelican Sports Report presentation of softball all season long, scheduled for about, goodness, is that right, about 70 games. Have 7 of them counting the Jamboree in the books already, and we've got 6 tomorrow coming, or 6 this weekend coming. We'll be out at Ward 9 for the Pineville tournament, so tune in for that. We'll have 2 on Friday and 4 on Saturday of what we do, so stick around. Going to be a lot of fun out at Ward 9 tomorrow and Saturday, but right now it is opening day for the Lady Eagles and the Lady Tours. First game for both of them. Boy, does it heat up right there. After that, 57 days in the season. A couple of them are gone already, and we have seen some monster numbers put up at the plate in the circle, and we don't expect anything different tonight. The wind is blowing out dead to center, and we're actually kind of in harm's way where we're at. We're right behind in the perch. We are right behind the left field wall down the line, when all you've got to do is pull one, and we're going to duck and we're going to cover simultaneously. We will do that. So stick around. We're going to turn it over as a public address. We'll get things going here momentarily. Again, I am Doug Gann, and you can hear this broadcast tonight. That's the cool thing. Yeah, anyway, we did not have it on last night until late in the game, but some folks might have enjoyed it better that way. You're stuck with me until the end of May, the middle of May, and then we have our Pelican State Rising Stars All-Star softball games. But let's head down to our public address announcer now, and they'll get things going.
Welcome to tonight's home opener between your Sulphur Lady Tours and your Holy Savior Lady Menard Eagles. The starting lineup for Sulphur is number 21, Davis. Number 15, Strotter. Number 11, Kyle. Number 23, Ezekiel. Number 5, Thompson. Number 22, Navar. Number 14, McNamara. Number 25, Courtney. Number 2, Trahan. And flex number 1, Maine. Now your starting lineup for the Lady Eagles. Number 18, Sawyer Shelton. Number 12, Annabelle Drago. Number 20, Emma Davis. Number 9, Kenzie Lau. Number 1, Kate Barati. Number 17, Addie Wright. Number 13, Kaylee Methvin. Number 23, Miss Bingleton. Number 4, Adeline Wright. And flex, Miss Nalbandian. Please stand for the prayer and the national anthem. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Father in heaven, we ask your blessings on the game that we're about to play. Give each one of us the courage to play this game in a manner which by our words and action is pleasing to you. Let each one of us enter into this competition in a spirit of sportsmanship with respect for the members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, to bless each one of us, especially the coaches, officials, parents, and players. Keep us under your protection and help us to be aware of your presence during this game. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Tremendous rendition there of our national anthem, and that lets you know that it is time to get things going. Again, we'll look around. A couple of changes defensively, of course. That has to be the case. Shelton is out in center field, but let's look defensively around the way. In left field, it is going to be Beldrago. In center field, Sawyer Shelton. In right field, Parker Nalbandy. And at third base is Kenzie Lyles. Shortstop is Emma Davis. Second base is Addie Wright. First base is, where'd she go? There she go, Adeline Ledette. And the battery tonight for Holy Savior Menard, and it is a familiar one. Kaylee Methvin in the circle, and behind the dish is Kate Parati. So, boy, you hear the wind, and we told you it was blowing dead out, and it certainly is doing that. Due up in the bottom of the top of the first for the Lady Tours of Sulphur. It is number 21, Mariah Davis, number 15, Brooke Stoddard, and number 11, Charlie Kyle. Davis, Stoddard, and Kyle to lead things off in the bottom of the first for, there you go, and that's a very familiar Beldrago that we see out in left field, and now we can get things going officially here. First pitch, there's a good look at Methvin there. She's getting ready to go. First pitch was scheduled for 5:30, 5:26. First pitch is thrown, and that one is going to be over and in there for out number one. One pitch, one out. So Davis going after a first pitch and swinging. And look, if you talk to Methvin at all, she does not like to fool around with strikeouts. And don't get me wrong, she loves it. You love that. But she pitches to contact. Brooke Stoddard, the Sulphur center fielder, will step in here. Looks like she squares to bunt, and that gets things in motion. Methvin ready to go to work here. Punches that one off to the right side, and that is going to be a base hit just over the head of a leaping Kenzie Lyles, and that is going to be the first hit of the season. First base runner is on in the form of Brooke Stoddard, and that will bring Charlie Kyle, the catcher, to the plate. That is one of the things with throwing to contact that you'll find. She does give some balls up in play, but she's able to settle in, it seems like, throw a lot of ground balls and get some ground ball outs. That's one of the things that you like about the way that she throws the ball. Keeps it low in the zone and gives her infielders an opportunity. Of course, the outfield is anchored in center field once again by that one, check swing and foul and out of play. That is anchored out by Sawyer Shelton. Shelton and Methvin and Mott doing double duty as they are part of that basketball team that is ranked 4th now in the playoffs and will have a first round bye before they get going on Monday. Methvin sits back and delivers this one. It is ground ball to short, and we told you they were there. First time from Davis, and the out is there over to first, not in time, but they do get the lead runner, and Emma Davis a good job on her first chance there at shortstop, and that is going to bring the pitcher, Ella Ezekiel, to the circle, or to the plate. I don't know. That'd be odd for her to be in the circle right now, but anyway. So the runner at first now reaching on a fielder's choice is Charlie Kyle. They're going to get a runner in for the catcher. We don't know the number that is there, but it was great to visit with Coach Brooke David just for a couple of minutes earlier. Methvin, just a couple of outs gone here. They're making that adjustment now for the courtesy runner, and we're not privy to that information. Get a good look there at Methvin, we'll try to move that camera over. You can get both of them there. I think that's the shot that we want there. Appreciate our friends at AVKANS for providing us with that PTZ camera that you see right there. That gives us the shot that we have right in front of you. That one up and out of the zone, and 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 down here, top of the first. We play windy, cloudy, overcast afternoon here on the perch, high above the Eagle's nest. Rocks back, delivers. This one does Methvin, and it is lifted out to center field. Going back, and that one is gone. We missed it, but that is a home run to get things going. Boy, this is that win that we told you about, but that was all the power of Ezekiel. And how do you like that? That's the way that you want to get things started. You can start yourself pretty good. Big shot at it from Ezekiel, and she'll find her way back to the dugout with that crew. And that ball got out of here in a hurry, and that just goes to show you how fast it can fly out of here. Looking where it is, it almost made the skull. Two-run home run with 2 outs. That'll clear the bases off and put the first couple of runs up on the scoreboard. That one is hammered down the line. Going to get past diving right fielder, and that will make its way back in for a stand-up double. Before we even got to tell you that was Aubrey Thompson. So a home run and a 2-run home run and the double there, and that's going to bring up Malia Navarre. I believe it's Malia, M-A-L-I-Y-A-H, M-A-L-I-Y-A-H. If we're saying that wrong, apologies there. Malia. That's what we're going to go with. 2-0. Sulphur leads this one early. Good changeup. First one of those that we have seen from Methvin. Swinging strike there, and 0-2 here on Navarre. Methvin trying to settle in. That wind is going to do some of that today. Now, granted, that ball would have been out of here, wind or not. Swung on and missed and down on strikes, and that will retire the side. But it was the big 2-run home run from Ella Ezekiel. Sets herself up in good form. Lady Eagles, when they come up, will send up Sawyer Shelton, Belle Drago, and Emma Davis when we come back. Back to action we go, and there you get a look at the Sulphur Lady Tours getting around their pitcher, Ella Ezekiel. Sawyer Shelton will lead things off for the Lady Eagles. Find themselves in a 2-0 hole here to start things out, but I think that's going to be okay. I don't believe that 2 runs will beat them today. Ezekiel set to go. She'll rock back and deliver the first one. And Sawyer runs through that one for strike 1. Fouls it off over there nearest the dugout area. A little rock back fire this one too, and that one is laced over to second base where it's going to be gathered in there by Davis. Davis has that one. So 1 out here. 2 pitches, 1 out. And Bill Drago, one of those that was really the star of that St. Fred's game. There were a number of them, but her homer kind of propelled Menard to that Sulphur, the dash for Frasch, and that championship. They told me if I'm out here in left field, I've got to stay at my own risk. That one is lifted high and fouled back, giving chase. Back there is Kyle, but she's going to run out of room as that one ends up back near with the concession stand. Quickly, 1 ball and 1 strike. Ezekiel will fire this one in and throws it right by Drago there, and 1 ball and 2 strikes. Dead center, which is where that wind was blowing out, was the one that Ezekiel got a hold of. One ball, 2 strikes here. That one misses off the plate. 2 balls and a strike. If you're interested in baseball, we've got a big one. The subdivision series is going on tonight on our YouTube page. You can find that. That's Alexandria and Menard. Ezekiel, that one up and out of the zone. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Menard trying to get something going here with 1 down. Both leadoff hitters were retired, and that's when it got interesting from there. Ezekiel, full count offering. That one fouled straight back. Good hack at it by Drago. Drago, you saw at the first of the broadcast. She, of course, is the left fielder here for Coach Turney and the Menard Lady Eagles. She comes out and waves to the camera, and that means it's time to get the game going. She sits there, and she'd like to wave one goodbye. Lays off of that changeup and is going to find her way down to first base. That's a very, interesting pitch there, but Ezekiel had thrown Ezekiel had thrown a number of fastballs that Drago was on pretty good. Here comes Emma Davis. Emma was the most outstanding player in the state championship game. We told you that. And now looking to get something going here for the Lady Eagles. That one in there for a strike. 0-1. If you know anything about the Lady Eagles, you know that Coach Turney will have Drago off and going. They are not afraid to run. In fact, they like to get going on the bases. Ella will deliver this one up and out of the zone. That sends Drago back to first. One ball, 1 strike. We play in the bottom of the first. That one is lined back towards second. Davis has it. She's going to throw off the side, and now that's going to get away and down the line, and there goes Bell hustling around. She'll be safe, and just like to get things going, and Bell Drago will come around and score. Going to call that an error on Ezekiel. But put the ball in play is what you want to do. Cutting the lead in half do the Lady Eagles. Davis not afraid to get off and going. Kenzie Lyles led the team in home runs last year, and in fact, there goes. She's going to slide in safe. First stolen base of the season for the Lady Eagles. Sliding in safely there. Anyway, we told you the home run watch is on for Kenzie Lyles. Where we're at, she almost hit us a couple of times last year. As an 8th grader, led the team in home runs and swung right through that changeup. And Ezekiel has had such good command of that change early on in this one. 2-1. Lady Tours lead this one. 2-run home run by Ezekiel. That one up and out of the zone. There you see Viviana Manuel, who is in right field, makes her way over to cover the base. That one right down the pipe, too, and down on strikes. Oh, I think that Lyles might have been thinking the change was coming. And that'll bring the catcher, Kate Perotti, to the plate. 2 down, runner at second, 2-1. Lady Tours lead it. You see that on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. That one pushed down the line. It'd be trouble if it stays fair, but it does not, and foul. And Emma scored before the ball even stopped running, but they'll get it back here before the ball stopped rolling, but they'll get it back in. And Davis back to second base she goes. Good piece of opposite field hitting, but it's just a long strike for Perotti. You'd like to come out and answer that 2 spot. If you're Ezekiel, leaving it here at 1 is what you want to do. Swung on and missed, and now a play at third and going to be easily in time. So Kate Perotti will lead things off when the Lady Eagles come back up, but that is a caught stealing. Score that 2-5 if you're scoring at home. That will retire the side. We move to the top of the second when we come back.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links-style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure.
Back to the Eagles Nest we go. I am Doug Gann. Let's get you back here all the way. I'm back. Y'all are back. Y'all just aren't back yet. Let's get you back. There you go. Back to the Eagles Nest we go. This is number 14, Maggie McNamara, that will lead things off. Maggie is the designated player tonight for Coach Brooke. Methvin hammers that strike in there, and that's what you want to do. She peppers the strike zone, and that's what allows a lot of those ground balls to be hit. 0-1 the count here on McNamara. Good change there, but misses, I think, off the plate. Our vantage point here. You get a good look in there at Methvin. Two balls, one strike. Fastball is lifted back behind the plate and is going to get up there, and that evens things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, we will be at Ward 9 tomorrow night and Saturday. 6 games on the schedule. Don't know which ones we're doing yet. There's some tremendous ball games. And no, DeSoto's in town. Dutchtown is there. Pineville is there. There are a number of them. Bunkie is in town. Grant's coming over. Menard plays in it. Southside is there. trying to go through. Saint Amand is in. So, man, if you want your feel of softball, come out to Ward 10 tomorrow night. You'll be able to watch one of each of those games here on 446 Sports. Swung through that one and missed and down on strikes. And Parati letting them know about it, that was a good pitch. You'll see the infield work their way in. And we've got one down here. Claire Courtney will step in. She is the Lady Tours right fielder. What a changeup is a difficult pitch because that wind, as we told you, you can see by the flag that was out there, and actually there's one behind. You can see that it's moving up in the top, right under the logos that are rotating there. You can see that spinning around. But that shows you where it's going. And as you take something off that pitch, that wind moves it just a little bit. Fastball in there for strike two, and quickly 0-2. Look, you guys that are frustrated with the school board down there, it only gets worse throughout the season because that's me running that as well. So it could be, the score and the inning will be right. That I can tell you. Swung on and missed, and that's the second strikeout for Methvin. Second one of this inning. See Lyles coming back over to her. And that's 2 up and 2 down. And we'll bring the third baseman, Riley Trahan, to the plate. Trahan with her first trip to the plate here as the ninth batter hits. Fastball sounded good, but up and out of the zone for ball one. If you have not given us a follow yet there on Facebook, if you're watching on Facebook, you may be watching on YouTube or X tonight. Wherever you're at, hit that subscribe button, and you'll be kept up to date with where our games are, and all 6 of them this weekend. That one lifted foul back over towards the bleachers on the first base side where the folks from Sulphur have taken their seats. Evens things up at a ball and a strike. Opening day for the Lady Eagles here. Waiting anxiously to unveil their next banner for that state championship from a year ago. It'll be a couple of days away. Of course, they're gone this weekend for the tournament as they play in that one, but believe they're back Monday or Tuesday. Maybe Tuesday. We'll have to look at it and see. Anyway, again, you can go and follow along on Facebook with everything that we do. Methvin fires this one back, and it's lifted towards that right side as well. Evens things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. You desperately want to get Trahan here without flipping that lineup back over to the top of it. That's where the 2 runs got you. Davis would be next. Swung on and missed, and Methvin strikes out the side. Pitch to contact be darned, you say. Kaylee Methvin with 3 straight strikeouts there to retire the side. That'll do it through 1.5. It is Sulphur 2. Holy Savior Menard 0. We'll be back, or 1. We'll be back right after this.
Head to Becky's Bunker Club for dining with a view and gear up in our pro shop. Ready to elevate your golfing experience? Tee off at Links on the Bayou today. Links on the Bayou, redefining the way you enjoy golf.
The Rapides School-Based Health Center brings healthcare straight to your child at no cost to you. We provide comprehensive physicals, wellness checks, sick visits, sports physicals, immunizations, behavioral health counseling, and more. Our licensed medical providers, nurses, and social workers are ready to care for your children with no out-of-pocket cost to families or the school board. Our purpose is simple: keep students in school, parents at work, and help students thrive. Sign up today and help keep Rapides healthy.
We are back and ready to go to work here in the bottom of the second. Pardon me. That one swung and fouled back. And it is 0-1. Eddie Wright will lead things off. 1 home run on the year last year. That one pulled back and into the netting behind home plate. Had a pretty good cut at it, but she is down 2 strikes. Was a Ella Ezekiel 2-run home run. That's the difference out in front of that one. But chance to beat it out across the diamond, and that is a good-looking throw from third base. Well, come up and bobbled it just a minute, did Trahan, but she was able to gather herself for the out. And correction, that was not right. If you'll recall, or for that matter, if I'll recall, that was Parati that had been at the plate when the caught stealing was there, and now Eddie, who hits from the left side, and that would have made it a little easier to understand that she does that. Fingleton waits to bat. No, correction, Methvin does. Skipped a spot in the order, did I? That one down low, and 2 balls and no strikes. Wherever you are, we're delighted that you've joined us tonight. That one is lifted, going to be behind the plate and stay in, and it is caught back behind the dish by Charlie Kyle. And taking care of outs when you need them, and that's going to bring Kaylee Methvin to the plate now. Look, I'm telling you, 1 trip through the lineup, and we'll have it down. Methvin just recently signed to go to Millsaps to play softball. She will continue her academic and athletic career. Just a state away in Mississippi, and swung on and pulls that fastball back into the fence behind her. Both pitchers seem to have settled down a little bit from that first inning, and that's certainly what you expect to see when there's 2 good pitchers. That one taken inside. Good job of laying off of that one by Methvin. I love it when the 2 pitchers go against each other, especially here, because you know they're all-around athletes. There are not many POs in high school sports. That one taken low and inside. 2 balls and a strike. A little bit more pep on that fastball that time from Ezekiel. That one smoked down the line, and they're calling it fair, and it is. We'll try to find it, and it makes its way back in. A little bit of help there from Coach Brad Turney on that, but it went right over the base, and that is a hard base hit for Methvin there, Kaylee Methvin, and that will bring Abby Claire Fingleton to the plate. Get a courtesy runner in now. And that looks like Jane Parati over there that will run. So 2 outs. Fingleton to the plate. Coming out to discuss a little bit of it. I think it's just the courtesy runner and not a pinch runner, of course, with it being Methvin the pitcher. Well, she turned on that so well. Not real certain what the longer conversation was about there. But needless to say, there's 2 down here. Runner at first. The runner on first is the position of Methvin. Fingleton takes that one up and out of the zone for ball 1. Ezekiel trying to just strand that base hit. Fingleton puts that one second base. Davis has her 3rd put out of the game through a couple of innings, and that will retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on after 2 complete. Your score remains Sulphur 2, Menard Eagles 1. Back after this.
Home isn't just a place, it's where life happens. At the LaLa Group, we've helped families take that first big step and then the next. From starter homes to forever homes, we're here for the moments that matter most. Because the best real estate experience doesn't just find you a house, it helps you build a life.
In Central.
How often you see it, you make a good play and you come up to bat. That routine out there made by Davis, but she does have 3 of them, and that is a good look at the leadoff hitter here for Sulphur. Davis strides in there. Grounds that one to, that's going to be handled there by Methvin over to first in time, and that will be out number 1. Quickly 1 up and 1 down. That's, I think, boy, Davis swung at the first pitch back in the first inning as well when she was up. This is a 2-hole hitting Brooke Stoddard. She scored on the home run from Ezekiel earlier. That one pushed off to the right side and foul. Methvin will rock back in a little check swing up the middle, which is exactly what those slap hitters do. And from one slap hitter to the next, Shelton gets it back in, and that is another base hit. That'll put the runner at first base and bring to the plate Charlie Kyle, the catcher. There you get a good look at Kyle as she steps in from the right side. Runner is off and going, and she's going to be there easily with the stolen base, almost like we knew that was coming, but foul ball, and that'll send her back. I was saying she left early in there is what they're saying, that she left early, and so she is out. That'll erase that runner that's there. And that's one of those early season things that you just hate to see happen if you are Coach Brooke and this Sulphur Lady Tours team. But you'll take that from the Eagles side of it. And Methvin now sits back and delivers this one up and out of the zone for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 down, top of the 3rd we play. And I told you earlier that the inning and the score would be right. And, well, as you might know, I was wrong about it. It is 2-1, and we are in the top of the 3rd now. Good looking pitch is in there. Methvin, following that home run, really has seemed to have settled down. Stayed back on that one. That is over at first base, and good work by Ledette to stand in there and pull that one in. And that will retire the side. So for the Lady Tours in the top half of the third, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. We'll be back for the bottom of the third right after this.
Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau Insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
At Louisiana Athletic Club, we believe in keeping fitness affordable. We're proud to offer the most extensive fitness options in the area, all at an unbeatable price. From group fitness and childcare to heated pool and family-friendly amenities in 2 convenient locations, we've got everything you need to stay fit and active as a family. Join Louisiana Athletic Club today, where quality fitness meets affordable pricing and everyone can thrive.
And we're back here. Ella Ezekiel finishing up her warm-up tosses. She is out of that class of 2027, so in her junior season. There you see Ledette, who made that out over at first base on that line drive, will lead things off. Adeline Ledette leads things off in the bottom of third for the Lady Eagles. Trying to get back to the top of the order. Ledette swings through that one and misses. Good hack at it. Replacing Sophie Giordano, the senior. Boy, just a captain and a leader on this team. Saw her and Amelie Lyons in here tonight. They're the 2 seniors from last year's squad. Sophie's supposed to make it up here and visit with us for a little bit. We'll see how that goes. Knowing Sophie, she is intense. In fact, she might be the one banging on the bucket in the dugout. Nothing in 2 quickly, as that one, I guess, was fouled back. Comes a pitch to Ledette. Check swing foul there, and nothing doing. Good to see a lot of pitches, and that does help out everybody in the dugout. Of course, this is the third now, so they're seeing some things. Swung on and missed, and down on strikes, and Sulphur will work the ball around. First out of the game. And that will bring Sawyer Shelton in the top of the lineup back up. So one time through in the 1 run, Sawyer took a pitch in the first and then grounded out on her second. She takes and runs through that one. Get a good look at Sawyer there. Fouls that one back and out of play. Sawyer, her first home run last season. It was on the road, and she did get one here at the Eagles' Nest. That one lifted towards third and short, converging on that, but going to come away with it is Navarre on that one, and Malia Navarre pulls that down. Quickly, 2 up and 2 down. And Beldrago will step in. Pitch off and coming. That one lifted foul back behind her, and you see her give it a good look. 0-1 to Drago. D-R-A-G-O, Drago, Beldrago. Annabelle is how they list her on the roster, but anybody that calls her Annabelle, she might be in trouble. Beldrago there, the key to that St. Fred victory up in the quarterfinals there in Monroe a year ago. We are day 3 of 57 days of the regular season. The dash for Frasch starts right now. I am Doug Gann with the Pelicans softball report on 446 Sports, and delighted that you are a part of what we are doing. If you're watching this one, thank you. If it's something that you've stumbled upon, we appreciate you being here also for this one. Big baseball game going up across the way. Should be just getting started now. This same school, Menard and Alexandria, that one is ground up the middle, and Drago now has a base hit. So a little 2-out hitting by Drago. And that's going to bring Emma Davis. Emma Davis will step in. Davis will be good for probably 7 or 8 home runs this season. She's got enough power, but she really hits the ball on the ground, hits the ball in the gap, and is more of a gap-to-gap line drive type of hitter, I think, than the big power hitter, but does have the ability to get it out of the park. We'll see if Drago is going to be off and running. She does not, and quickly behind 0-2 is Emma. O2 pitch is lifted out here to center field, and camping out under it, and we'll have that for the 3rd out. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. We move to the top of the 4th when we come back.
Find your fit at LouisianaAthleticClub.com.
Ready to get things going here in the top of the 4th. And this should be, let's get a good look in there at Ella Ezekiel. She homered back in the 1st inning. The junior pitcher takes that one off the plate, a ball and a strike. Wind not blowing as hard as it was, but still gusting pretty well. Changeup misses down low, 2 balls and a strike. Don't forget, we will be giving away our LV 5K player of the game when this follows out. It is brought to you by the Lauren Vaughn Memorial Foundation, and we will name a player of the game at every softball game that we do, and it's brought to you by the LV Foundation. We invite you to bring your team. That race is early. It's at 8 o'clock in the morning on Easter Saturday. So come down to Alexandria and be a part of that. All of the proceeds from that race go to the Lauren Vaughn Memorial Foundation Fund, and we invite you to come be a part of that. We need 1,000 people out at that race. Down on strikes, good piece of work there by Methvin, and that's the way to answer it back. And that's going to bring Thompson to the plate now. Aubrey, Aubree Thompson stands in. That one hammered out towards, it's going to be gathered in. Good work. Parker Albanian, we saw her play right field a few times last year, would come in as a defensive replacement, but gets one of those that's probably the hardest to get, and now Navarre will stand in. Bounces down low and out of the zone for ball one. Crowd not as big as you would expect on an opening night, but I'm telling you, there is a lot going on in Alexandria and this area. Of course, the subdivision series across. Now, they will be here tomorrow night, Ash and Menard. That one up and out of the zone. 2 balls and no strikes before finishing game 3 of the set back at Ash on Saturday at noon. And so that gives you an idea of that subdivision, because you just go, through the subdivision and you can get to either of the schools. So didn't take a lot for us to name that one. Duo offering misses inside, and that's going to run the count to 3 balls and no strikes. .30 count here, and that's in there for strike one. And you just start trying to work your way back if you are Methvin. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. We play. Beautiful evening. There's some cloud cover out here. It is a tremendous night for softball. That one misses outer half, and it is going to put Navarre on first. And my goodness, thank you very much. Look, that's the hospitality out here is second to none. We appreciate everything that they do. Just had a cheeseburger and fries delivered up to the press box, Trio's press box, as a matter of fact. So why not have a little burger while we're here? Check swing fouled off. And that's going to send Navarre back to first base. There you get a good look in at McNamara. That one crushed out into the gap. Runner coming around. They'll get this back in. Safe at second, but just barely, and that's going to allow the 3rd run of the game to score. So give McNamara an RBI double there, and that adds 1 to the runs, or to the lead. It's a 2-out base hit, and that will bring Claire Courtney. There you see Claire. Ground over to Lyles at third. She's going to gather it in, and across the diamond to first she goes. But the damage is done. 1 run picked up on 2 base hits. We'll be back for the bottom of the 4th. The Lady Tours of Sulphur lead this one 3-1 when we come back.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links-style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's perfect for you. And when you're ready to refuel, head to Becky's Bunker Club for dining with a view. And gear up in our pro shop, ready to elevate your golfing experience? Tee off at Links on the Bayou today. Links on the Bayou, redefining the way you enjoy golf.
The Rapides School-Based Health Center brings healthcare straight to your child at no cost to you.
Kenzie Lyles will lead things off for the Lady Eagles here in the bottom of the fourth. Down the line, it is smoked and going to be a foul ball gathered in by right field and brought back in. I don't want to call her right field by anything. That's Viviana Manuel. She may have a nickname, may go by Viv. I don't know. But Manuel is who it is, but we're not going to call somebody just right field. Lyles now down a ball and down 0-1. She lifts that one out back behind home plate and quickly in an 0-2 hole. Lyles, one of those that can turn a ball around pretty quickly. Number on her back matches her grade. She is now a freshman. We talked about her all season long last year, of course, being an 8th grader. That one smoked down the line is also going to be foul, and Manuel will give chase and pick it up there by the fence. Ella Ezekiel, the big fly in the first inning, that's the difference in this one. Swung on and missed and down on strikes, and they'll work it around. That one fouled back quickly, 0-1. Kate Perotti will handle the catching duties all year. She is in there right now, hitting. Ground ball there out in front of the plate. Going to come over across from third and get it. And in time, good-looking play there. And that's a couple of good plays that we have seen at third base today from Trahan. She's made a couple of good throws. Good strong arm across the diamond. Get a look at Addie Wright. We'll step in. Takes that one in there for strike one. Ezekiel Rock delivers the 0-1. It also right down Main Street there. This is one of those, if she can throw that changeup, continue painting the outside corner. Really, whatever pitch that she wants to throw. That one swung on and missed, just a fastball. And Ezekiel having herself a game in this one. We will be back for the top of the fifth when we come back. Sulphur leads this one 3-1 when we return.
We provide comprehensive physicals, wellness checks, sick visits, sports physicals, immunizations, behavioral health counseling, and more. Our licensed medical providers, nurses, and social workers are ready to care for your children with no out-of-pocket cost to families or the school board. Our purpose is simple: keep students in school, parents at work, and help students thrive. Sign up today and help keep Rapides healthy.
Back we go, top of the fifth, 3-1. Lady Tours lead this one. That one lifted high and back and out of play. There you go, we found it. Ground ball to... That's stuck somewhere in there. Going to race it down. And in time, good piece of work down the line. They'll bunt is laid down but foul, so good thought. And again, you see them trying to get just the runs that they can. Some other scores around the way. Parkway on top of North Caddo, 17-0. Glenbrook Apaches on top of Captain Shreve. Washita on top of Lakeside. Evols Mustangs on top of Livonia. Tioga and Bunkie, 4-2. Tioga leads that one. A lot going on. That is going to be safe at second base. That ball was hit right up the middle, and diving for it there, but unable to get it, was Addie Wright. And now you've got runners at first and second. That was Davis there. So Trahan is at second base. Davis now on first. First hit of the day, but again, quickly up there hacking was Davis. This bunt is laid down over to first. Methvin's got it in time for the out, but that does advance the runner. So the prototypical word behind the sacrifice is done there, and Stoddard lays that one down, and Charlie Kyle will now step in. Stoddard was 2 for 2 on the day before that, so that won't count as an official at-bat with that being a sacrifice. And Kyle, who is 0 for 2 today, will step in. Methvin looking to keep the runners, keep the Toros right there. That one is lifted high. And they just, nobody got it, and that's going to turn around and score a run. That got caught up there where Ledette and Wright just didn't know. I don't think we're able to really get an idea, and it lands right between them. And that does allow another run to come across, and Coach Turney will make his way out to visit just to settle them down a little bit. So you'll have runners at first and second, and a run comes across. And that makes it 4-1. 4 runs, 6 hits for the 4 runs now, 7 hits for the Sulphur Lady Tours, and 1 run on 3 hits. Lady Eagles got that run back in the first inning. And, boy, this is just one of those things you don't really like. Ezekiel sits in there with runners at first and third. That one's in there for a strike. So runners are at first and third, not first and second, and that one in there. 1 for 2 on the day is Ezekiel, but that one was the big fly. And she's been in command in the circle. She's given up just the 1 run, 1 earned, has 4 strikeouts and 1 walk. Methvin will try to get her back here. Had a good pitch to her the last time and struck her out in her last at bat. So this is a battle between these two, to say the least. Ezekiel trying to put some distance between Sulphur and Menard in this one. Methvin trying to keep it here and let those bats get back up and going. That one going to come up. Sawyer's going to have a shot at it, diving there. Sliding in at third. No call has been made. And they're waiting for somebody to make a call, and there's not been a call made at third. One of the strangest things, they're going to appeal back saying she's safe. So safe there, but no call was made at third. The run does score. And they'll come in and they'll visit with it just a little bit. And we've seen this a lot from the officiating crews that we've covered over the last week, is that they'll get together and they'll talk about it just a bit. So right now, runner has scored. It's a question to third, and that's the out at third base, and that will do it. But the run will score. So good job by Sawyer Shelton to come up and get that out. But Sulphur does put a couple of runs on the board here. They lead this one 5-1. We'll be back in the bottom of the 5th right after this. You're watching high school softball on 446 Sports.
The Rapides School-Based Health Center brings healthcare straight to your child at no cost to you. We provide comprehensive physicals, wellness checks, sick visits, sports physicals, immunizations, behavioral health counseling, and more. Our licensed medical providers, nurses, and social workers are ready to care for your children with no out-of-pocket cost to families or the school board. Our purpose is simple: keep students in school, parents at work, and help students thrive. Sign up today and help keep Rapides healthy.
So let's sort through that for you one more time. Let's sort through that for you. You get a good look at Methvin. That will lead off. So Sawyer with a diving catch out in center field makes that. Comes up throwing. The runner at third had tagged and went home and scored the run. But it was a runner tagging going from second to third that Sawyer gets there. So it is double play. That one lifted foul and out of play. And Sawyer Shelton continuing to do big work like she has done forever. So if you're scoring that at home, and I don't know if anybody actually does that anymore, but if you are, You'll score that 8 on the fly out and then 8-5 on the second out that completes the double play. After the tag up, Methvin will lead things off now for Lady Eagles and swings right through that one, and down on strike she goes for out number 1. Actually, strike 2. So anyway, I told you most of the time we're kind of sort of right on these calls. It's best to turn the volume down, or you may like to leave it up and get a good chuckle. That one, I can tell you with 100% certainty, is foul. 5-1, Sulphur leads this one. Knight has really taken over in this one. A couple of months from now, when this thing rolls into April and May, and these 5 o'clock games are under the sun, we'll be begging for this type of a cool evening. But that one down low and out of the zone evens things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Actually, it fills the count up at 3 balls and 2 strikes. That's what I thought we had. Methvin just trying to scratch something going. We saw the Eagles. That one lifted foul and behind us and out of play. We saw this Lady Eagles team a lot of times last year would just fight and claw and kick and get their way back into a game. They've got some work to do. A couple of innings remain in this one, and they trail at 5-1 here on opening day. Ezekiel with that off speed up and out of the zone, and that's going to put Methvin over at first, and expect we'll get a courtesy runner for her. We'll see who goes in and runs, or if Kaylee may stay in there. That would be, yeah, they like having Kaylee run, and Abby Claire Fingleton will stride in. Runner at first. Abby can keep this inning going. Takes that fastball down the middle for strike 1. That one up and out of the zone. Thought maybe Kaylee would take off, but good work back there by Charlie Kyle. 64th pitch thrown by Ezekiel, so not really laboring on anything. A ball and a strike. That one hit hard back into the net behind there. Good looking swing by Fingleton. There you get a good look inside the batter's box. Swung on and missed and down on strikes, and that is strikeout number 5 for Ezekiel. So one down in this one. In the bottom of the 5th we play. And that will bring Edelyn Ledette to the plate. 3 base hits tonight for the Eagles. Methvin, Davis, and Drago have those. Quickly 2 strikes into Ledette, looking to flip it back over and get to Shelton, who waits anxiously on deck, hoping she bats in the 5th and not the 6th. That one down low. And ball 1. You just need to get something going, and it doesn't take with boy. Softball is such a fast sport, but when you get a pitcher on the mound like Ezekiel is throwing. She's been up and down with that rise ball. She's thrown a good changeup. You know you're going to get a very well-coached team out of Coach Brooke David. She is one of the better ones in the state. There's no doubt about it. This is a good matchup. Down on strikes goes Ledette, and that will get it back up to the top of the order. And Sawyer Shelton. And you will get a runner in there now. Sawyer runs through that one. That one fouling out of play over there near the clubhouse. It's like Maggie Lashney that is over and running at first base. She goes in and runs for Methvin. That one up the middle, and that is going to be a base hit for Sawyer, her first one of the game, and that's what you need to do, and that's what you want out of your leadoff hitting slap hitter, is just to hit them where there ain't. And now the Lady Eagles with a little something going on here in this one. They trail at 5-1, but a little bit of activity. And that will bring Belle Drago to the plate to see what she can do with it. Drago has a hit on the day, 1 for 2. Watches that one go low. 75 pitches now, we told you, so not a lot. But Drago actually 1 for 1 on the day with a walk as well. So Drago has been on base both times out of the 2 spots. She lifts that one high and back out of play. That will go on top of that roof that you saw there. I want to give a big shout out, of course, to Sheriff Mark Wood and the work that he does. We are very grateful to have the support of our Rapides Parish Sheriff's Department and Sheriff Mark Wood. That one fouled back there also, and 1 ball and 2 strikes. You've got Davis and Lyles behind her. If you're going to do something, this is the inning to do it in. Swung through that one and missed, and strikeout number 6 on the evening for Ezekiel. That will retire the side. So we will go to the top of the 6th when we come back in this one. Sulphur 5, Menard 1 when we come back.
Home isn't just a place, it's where life happens. At the Lala Group, we've helped families take that first big step and then the next. From starter homes to forever homes, we're
top of the 6th, we play. Leading things off, number 5, Thompson for Sulphur. She's 1 for 2 on the evening. She's got a double. Hit the ball well earlier. That one, though, lifted up and near that Sulphur crowd. Made the trip up from the southwest portion of the state, the Lake Charles area. A lot of folks go down and play in that Sulphur tournament because they want to get that experience of Frasch Park in that area on that turf that's down there. Boy, I don't know that there's a much better place to play than down there. We've talked to a couple of the coaches, and it's just the atmosphere. You can hear all the screams going on from one field and then the next, and it's just an electric atmosphere. Swung on and missed, and Methvin has got her down on strikes for out number 1. And Navarre will stand in as a couple of little sprinkles start to make their way down, and that's very concerning to somebody that's got a table full of electronics out here. Didn't see any of this on the forecast. Where you at, Nick? That one up and out of the way. One down, top of the 6th. Navarre has scored a run today. She's walked. That one drifts inside and misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Lights on the tennis court going out. This is all that's going on because baseball is over at Alexandria Senior High as they get the subdivision series up and going. That one hammered down the line. Going to go fouling on those aforementioned tennis courts. Long, loud strike 1. What a good hack at it from Navarre. Two balls, 1 strike from Methvin. And that one will bounce and roll up. First ball game for each of these teams this season. Well, these teams play a lot of scrimmages and jamborees and all of those things. Eagles from a week ago got moved over from Saturday to Friday. And, of course, basketball has an effect on a lot. That one drifts over, and good looking play there to go back and get that from Ledette. And after the earlier one, I know she's relieved to go back and get that one, puts a glove up and makes that out. And 2 up and 2 down here, top of the 6th. That one coming right out to where we are. Drago camps under that one, and that is out number 3. Lady Eagles will have 3, 4, 5 coming up when we come back. We'll be back right after this.
Here for the moments that matter most. Because the best real estate experience doesn't just find you a house, it helps you build a life.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
At Louisiana Athletic Club.
Ella Ezekiel has been the story in this when the 2027 pitcher has went 5 innings, scattered 4 hits, allowed the 1 earned run back in the bottom of the first, 7 strikeouts, and she's also 1 for 3 with a home run and 3 RBI. Home run was a 2-run home run, and she had that sac fly. That one lifted out to shortstop, and it's handled there. Navarre able to gather that one quickly, 1 up, 1 down. Both of these teams have been first pitch hunting in this game. Kenzie Lyles will stride in, pulls that one back, foul behind her. There you get a look at Kenzie. That one ground over towards third. It's going to be gathered in across the diamond and in time for out number 2. And we have seen such good work out of Trahan over there at third base. So they ain't quickly 2 up and 2 down. So you had the heart of the order in, but 2 up, 2 down. And that is going to bring Kate Parati to the plate. Lady Eagles catcher will step in. Swung through that one and strike 1. Pelican softball report, bringing you high school softball all season long. 6 games over the weekend coming up. You got to go over and you'll be able to find it on our Facebook is where we'll be. It'll be on YouTube, and it will also be back on our it'll be on X, it'll be on YouTube, it'll be there, and our Roku app. So if you've got a Roku TV or the Roku device, just search for the 446 app, and you'll find it. Hopefully you have hit that follow button or the subscriber. Leave us a comment and let us know who you're listening to tonight, who you're watching. I know who you're listening to. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Parati, the last opportunity for the Lady Eagles, watches that one on the outer half. Quietly, a big night in strikeouts for Ezekiel. She's got 7. Well, we saw out of French Settlement, Malloy Miles has pitched in both games. That one pushed back foul, and the count stays at 2-2. In the 9 innings she pitched, 5 on opening day and 4 yesterday, 9 innings, 27 out potential. She has struck out 26 of those batters, 14 on day 1 and 12 on day 2. That one ground over to shortstop where it's kicked, and that will get Parati down to first base. She'll get a courtesy runner in for Kate. Natty Wright will step in and bat from the left side. Second of a couple of left-handed batters that go to the plate. One, of course, the leadoff hitter is Shelton. Getting an eye on who is going out for the Lady Eagles, and that's the benefit of having the camera there. You can just jump down and see right away that is Kylie Mott. Kylie Mott, part of that basketball team that's making a big run for it. Good to see Kylie out there. She is running for Parati. Wind starting to pick up again. When you can hear it blowing across the microphone cover that is here. That one bounces in front of the left fielder, and it's going to get right here where we're at. Mott is going to go all the way around. There's a play at the plate. Sliding in safely is Mott. She's there. And that is a RBI single. They'll give her second on that, but Wright taking care of business there. And 5-2 now. And they'll come out and visit just a bit. Good piece of hitting there by Wright to hit it right in front of the, and I like the move of Manuel there in left field to dive for that one. you want to go out and make that out. Yes, you gave up the run, but you've got a little bit of a cushion in this one. And that's the perfect time to go after that one. Unable to come up with it, but they got the ball in pretty quick. And Kaylee Methvin now has found herself back to the plate. Swung through that one, and you talk about would be able to help yourself out if you are Kaylee Methvin. Again, we told you that this Eagles team would scratch around and battle back. That one lifted foul, back and out of play. Catcher giving chase, but great effort. Not going to be there. 0-2. Quickly to Methvin. Addie Wright now with the RBI. Say give her the single and take second on the throw. Good effort by Manuel out here in left field. That one fouled back also, and Methvin banging around pretty good. She's got the power to get it out when the wind's not blowing like it is, but she certainly could make things interesting with a long fly here off of Ezekiel. Trying to return the favor. It was Ezekiel that hit the 2-run shot out on Methvin back in the first. Down on strikes as that one goes right down the middle, and Methvin was not looking for that one at all. That will retire the bottom of the 6th, but a base hit scores a run. We'll move top of the 7th when we come back 5-2, the lead for Sulphur when we return.
We believe in keeping fitness affordable. We're proud to offer the most extensive fitness options in the area, all at an unbeatable price. From group fitness and childcare to heated pool and family-friendly amenities in 2 convenient locations, we've got everything you need to stay fit and active as a family. Join Louisiana Athletic Club today, where quality fitness meets affordable pricing and everyone can thrive. Find your fit at louisianaathletic.club.com.
We return here top of the 7th. Methvin still in there in the circle where she'll be the bulk of the season, we know. That one lifted down the line and giving chase, but a good play made over there outside the fence. Getting loose and getting warm over there for Sulphur, coming up and making that play. And that was Aubrey Thompson that got that one. She is getting loose. Courtney swings through that one, and it's 0-2. For the Eagles, you've got to hold it right here. Sulphur would like to get that run back, maybe add another insurance run here, but Methvin, and that one bounces that one up. Left it. I guess it slipped out of her hand just a bit. Good speed by Mott on that ball that was hit out to right field. She never checked up. She's the one that scored all the way from first on that play. Kylie Mott did. That one up and out of the zone. That's what got it to 5-2. Difference still. That home run from early on. Courtney 0 for 2 with a strikeout. She represents the 8th spot in this. Trahan would be next. Ground ball over to Lyles, has to backhand it, goes across the diamond, and look, she is just as solid as you'll find at third base. hits the ball for power and fields third base exceptionally. So 1 up, 1 down. That will bring Trahan to the plate. Trahan 1 for 2 on the day and has scored a run. She does have one of those strikeouts too. 6 strikeouts by Methvin, all in the later half of the game. Struck out the side once. Would like to do that again here. That one misses, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Nearing the 7 o'clock hour from a 5:30 start. This one not too terribly bad. That one pumped in there for strike 1. That ground ball down the line it goes. And they'll get it in. Big shout out to my buddy Eric Mouton that is watching along. We appreciate him. And back to the top of the order, and this is Davis. Davis has not seen a lot of pitches, but has scored a run. Check swings that one as well. The first couple of pitches she saw in consecutive at-bats were 1-pitch outs. Walked, came around to score, reached on a fielder's choice and came around to score, pardon me. Methvin ahead of Davis 0-2, 78 pitches now on the evening. So again, we've seen these young ladies go 100 pitches or more and then come back and pitch again. Six hits for the Lady Eagles. 8 hits for the Lady Tours. That one is going to be hit number 9, and it's going to find its way off the wall and in past the scaffolding. You think you're watching Happy Gilmore. Oh, there's going to be a hang-up over here at third base. That one sails into the outfield, and that's going to allow that run to come in. And Coach Brooke David breathes a sigh of relief. Anybody in Eagle Green does not. And you had an out there, but instead it is going to be a run that comes across and still a runner at second base. And that's just kind of been one of those nights. 6-2. Lady Tours lead this one. Stoddard will step in. She's 2 for 2. First base hit, Davis, and that one is ground to third. Lyles has it across the diamond again. She goes. They try to return throw. Nothing doing. But again, Lyles continues to be as advertised at third base. This is Charlie Kyle who will step in. If you're a Methvin, you certainly want to get Kyle. You don't want to bring up. You do not want to bring Ezekiel back to the plate. Leave her in the on-deck circle. If you're Sulphur, you're doing anything you can to get her on base and get some breathing room, because they know the work that the Lady Eagles can do when they've got a bottom of the inning. That one ground over to Lyles. Well, she was able to do it again across the diamond. She goes, and in time, and good work continues for Kenzie Lyles. One final opportunity for the Lady Eagles. The Tours pick up a run in the top of the 7th. They had 2 in the first, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th. and then one more in the 7th, and that's where we get to this 6-2 lead. Back for the bottom of the 7th when we come back. .92 pitches on the night for junior Ella Ezekiel. 6 innings pitched. She scattered 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned. 1 in the last inning and 1 in the first inning. Couple of walks, 8 strikeouts. But the big blow was back in the first on the 3-run shot, or the 2-run shot that she had to get things going on. 1 for 3 RBI, and a pretty good performance there in the circle. That one swung on and missed. Lady Eagles down to their final opportunity. That is Fingleton that leads things off here for the Lady Eagles. Fingleton, Ledette, and back to the top of the lineup with Shelton. Just got to find a way. If this bottom of the order can get on and get a couple of people in front, but that's tough against Ezekiel. That one lifted down the line, or actually out to center field. Down what line? Where'd she go? There she went with it. Good work out in center field. And I know y'all are going to fuss about me missing that shot because I was zoomed in, and they tell you never miss. Never miss tight, always miss wide. And, well, I broke cardinal rule number 1, but that is 1 out. And this will bring Ledette. Ledette had that good play over at first. Swung through that one. If you look back over at Methvin, she's had 7 innings pitched, 9 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts on the day. She threw 82. 82 pitches on the day. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ledette. That one in there for strike 2. Strike 3 looking, and that will do it for Ledette. Quickly 2 up and 2 down, and that'll get Sawyer Shelton up to the plate from the left side. It's been your story right there. Ella Ezekiel has been solid. That's strikeout number 9 on the evening. Sawyer runs through the box and takes ball number 1. Need Sawyer to hit one hard and just get some pressure out there. Up and out of the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. I think she's just trying to stay away, but those 2 have missed. She's trying to throw, just muscle up and throw that fastball a little bit harder is what she's trying to do. That one misses low. 3 balls and no strikes, and don't believe that she will be swinging here. Shelton looking to reach base for the 2nd time today. Squares around and nothing doing there. Watches that one go low of the zone, and Sawyer will make her way down to first base. Don't expect that she'll be stealing here in front of Belle Drago. Drago 1 for 2 with a walk, so she's been on base twice today. You're in the heart of this Eagles lineup. That one poked over the head, heading for center field. Going to come up, and that will take care of it. Good work out in center field. Coming up and making that play is Stoddard. Brooks Stoddard gets that one, and that is going to do it in this one. You see the handshakes there at the middle, and that is going to do it. Going to name our player of the game, and I don't think it is any surprise, but our LV5K player of the game tonight is pitcher for Sulphur, Ella Ezekiel. We'll get a picture with her and get her shirt down to her as well, but congratulations. She had the home run, and she had a terrific time in the circle tonight. Finished with, let's get the book on her officially so we don't have to guess. 7 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 3 walks, and 9 strikeouts. At the plate, she was 1 for 3 with 3 RBI. Tune in tomorrow when we will bring you 2 games from the Pineville tournament. You see the Lady Eagles making their way back here. We will bring you 2 games and then 4 games on Friday. Hop on over and you can watch the remainder of the subdivision series out at Alexandria Senior High School. Game 1 is that one. That's going to do it for us tonight. We will see you tomorrow and see you down the road for the Pelican Softball Report and 446 Sports. I am Doug Gann. God bless you all and good night.